Hello there. Hi there, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm now getting my friend Julian to join me. Yeah, so Julian, now you have, yeah, exactly. Yes. And this is the link for Julian here. So now Julian is joining in Instagram and he's also joining in Facebook and YouTube.
Hello. Test one, two.
Hi. 1, 2. I can hear you. I can't see you.
You can hear me, but you can't see me.
Yeah, I just see like a completely
Uh,
black screen. So I don't know what's up with that.
let's see here. I can
You
leave.
have to
I
you
can
have to allow
I can say, oh,
Instagram to show you. Oh, there he goes.
damn. Look at this handsome boy.
Yeah. So welcome everybody.
Welcome.
We're trying a little bit the connection.
This is episode one
Yeah,
of
episode one.
episode one of a beautiful journey.
Yeah, I got Julian to join me this episode, and hopefully we will make most
Okay.
of the episodes or all the episodes together.
Yeah. Maybe. You
Yeah,
know,
maybe we
we'll
will
see.
see.
I
I will
mean,
try to.
as long as it's
We will.
cool, fun, yeah.
I would love it. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think it would be so much fun.
Yeah. But what do we talk about in the podcast? What's the thing here? What are we doing here? What's the
Well,
thing? Oh, maybe I
this
should.
episode, I already mentioned to the people the topic you offered, which is the toxicity within the self-help world, all the dark side
World,
of the self-help world.
people
So
that
you
want
will be.
to better themselves. I see.
Oh, look, my friend Luciana says we have similar voices.
Oh man, we could be the same
Welcome,
person.
Augusto, in Facebook. Yeah.
Maybe us,
I don't know. But it's the first time we get that, right? We never got that from anyone.
man. Yeah. Maybe we're all like. Maybe the theory is real. The theory that we're all the same thing. That we all come from the same source. Basically, one talking to itself right now. The universe just feedbacking into itself, lonely
Yeah.
in the void with nothing else to do, create endlessly.
What is for sure is that, I mean, my English is definitely influenced by your English. That's for
Yeah?
sure, because I've been living with you for.
Wow.
Well, that's what I wanted to do first before starting. Okay,
Yeah.
let's start. I mean, we still haven't started officially. Should we start
Yeah?
officially? Because then I will cut the audio like from the moment we start officially and then upload the podcast.
I thought it was pretty good up until now. We could just
Yeah,
add.
yeah, it is. No, it's beautiful. But maybe if we start officially, I already want to present you and like
Oh, okay.
talk about you, and, like who you are, and of course you can do like I mean, we should present ourselves because people don't know it because some people who don't know us at all. So
Okay, all right.
yeah.
All right.
So
So, oh yeah, I'm supposed
welcome.
to, like join the.
Well,
You want me to join the thing
oh
or
yeah, come on.
like start the stream before we start talking? I mean, we're streaming on Instagram now. All right. Now, can you hear me on this
Yeah.
things?
Oh
Are we-
yeah, I have to join you there. Okay, now you're there.
Do I have to put my headphones on, or can I just let it go
I
like this?
think it's fine. Are you people listening fine? People are listening, like the sound is good for
Is it
the
good?
people watching?
Ludo
Now,
Ruben's like, go! Make something of this!
yeah,
Do
we will get.
interesting!
I think the sound is pretty good.
I came here for
So far,
backflip.
no one is complaining.
I'm not complaining.
No, I mean about the audio quality. So,
Yeah. That's right.
oh, look, they're sending us so much love through Instagram.
Aw.
They're throwing hearts to us.
I like it. This is interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's
Julian,
fun. Okay, we have two cameras, both of us.
I like geographically, I'm in the Netherlands right now. In basically what is like a field. You got like cows over here. You got the sunset. Beautiful. Yeah, because I got my water. And yeah, it's good stuff.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will officially start this, okay?
Okay, cool, man.
So, welcome to the first episode of the Let's Sleep Better podcast. At least that's the name for now. Maybe in the future it's like something like these two guys or something. We will see.
Featuring cars.
Featuring cars, featuring Julian outside his house,
Yeah,
but with a 4G connection.
exactly. Technology
Um,
2020. There you go.
yeah, so I met Julian in the Netherlands. I'm Mauro, he's Julian. I'm Mauro Micheli, he's Julian Bernard.
Yeah. Well,
We're both pretty weird guys.
we're all pretty weird people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are weird people talking to anyone that wants to listen, even weird
Yeah.
people too,
I just
and
don't know
normal
what.
people as well.
Okay, yes, sorry.
Oh yeah, whatever you want. You just
Okay, I'll
go with the flow.
the car guys.
Yeah. So we met each other in the Netherlands. I went there for 1 year with a 1 year working holiday visa, and I was using couchsurfing for the first month there. And I met this guy in a place I was staying. He was staying in the same place, in a very weird, particular place that we left.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was amazing. We clicked like immediately, and then we ended up living together most of that year.
hmm
We became really close friends. We shared a lot of experiences and conversations, growth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 28. He's 23.
I'm actually
I envy
24.
him. Oh, you're 24 now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
And
remember
I now,
yeah.
yeah. I envy him for the amount of development he already has in so many areas. Being
Yeah.
so young. Yeah. He was, well, maybe you want to introduce yourself about where is he from? That's the most common,
Where am I
weird.
from? Which side
Yeah,
of my
where are you from?
which side of my personality should I present first? I don't know. I don't know. The typical way that I present myself is I'm like, hey, I'm Julian. I'm half French, half American.
Which
And then
is false.
people say, yeah, but where were you born? And I'm like, well, I was born in Mexico. And they're like, what? That's crazy, dude. No way. And I'm like, yeah. And then so, are you Mexican? Are you French? Are you American? And I'm like, I don't know. A bit of both, a bit of three, a bit of also
Yeah,
like
and then it's like, oh, you were raised in Brazil, so
I was raised in
you're.
Brazil too, so it gets weird. Lots of stuff happened. Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of hard to say like, oh, like does anyone have this feeling too? Like you present yourself and it's like everyone's expecting you to have like a thing, and then like this is who you are. I don't know. I feel like I'm a lot of things, so. I feel like I mean, at least I feel like, and I feel like most people are kind of the same. I mean, maybe not everyone, but like everyone kind of lives through a lot of different things, at least in our day and age. And it's kind of hard to, maybe as time goes on, you'll know more about me, but yeah, I don't know. That's the basic. I like languages. I like music. Uh, yeah, I like a lot of stuff. It's cool.
We like self-help. We like personal
Self-help.
development, and
Yeah, we
yeah,
like
so much.
Yeah, yeah. I also like long
And
hair. Cool.
yeah, definitely. You're growing your hair, yeah.
Actually, if I were to
So
say the craziest thing that I've ever discovered in my life is that if you don't cut your hair, it grows. And that just blew
yeah,
my
we
mind.
we actually discovered that together last year. Remember?
Yeah,
I was like, whoa, man! If you don't cut your hair, it fucking grows.
it grows, dude. It's crazy,
And you
dude.
know what? What I realized the other day?
Yeah.
The same thing happens with your nails, man.
No way, dude. Oh my God. That must have been quite a discovery. Oh my God.
So
Yeah.
going on. Oh, here we have some comment in Facebook. It's someone is saying it's
On
there's some
Facebook.
echo. Yeah, yeah, because
Oh,
we're live streaming also this on Facebook. In my
right.
personal
We're like
profile in Facebook.
now.
We are everywhere, man. We are in Periscope. We are in Twitch. We are in Mixer. We are in DLive. We are in Facebook. We are in Instagram.
All right.
I don't know. We will see how it goes. Um, So about self-help, yeah, we love self-help, but
Yeah.
what about self-help? What is it that we wanted to talk about today? What is the dark side of self-help? What is
Dark side of self-help.
the
Yeah. So,
toxicity within self-help world?
yeah. Actually, I watched a very, very interesting video today, and both of us have actually. You watched it today, right, too? It's like, it's
Yeah,
about
I watched it the other day. I watched it
yeah,
like 3 days ago.
yeah. So it's about the dark side of self-help, because of course when you talk about self-help, it's already always seems like a very innocent thing, and it is a very beautiful thing too. It's actually how we met. You know, I remember when first met Mauro. Like that was one of our big like connecting points, was that we were watching all the same videos, all the same people, all the same kind of self-help gurus, so you would say, and basically we were completing each other's sentences because we were basically watching the same content and kind of rehashing the same kind of self-helpy things, like, oh yeah, like goals and
Yeah,
stuff.
and then some complementary stuff as well.
Yeah, which goals are amazing and everything. And that is, life is beautiful in that way. But the dark side can be is that self-help can kind of get you into this cycle of, you're doing something. Oh wait, there's a car coming. Hello, car.
No, yeah, it's okay. That's your voice.
No, dude,
Oh
there's
yeah,
no
that's too loud.
with that car passing.
It's okay. It's
Anyway,
okay.
so have you ever found yourself just like on sort of like a self-help rampage on YouTube? So like you kind of start out, maybe you're feeling unmotivated or something. I mean, it's definitely happened to me. It's like, you go on YouTube and you're like, how to stop procrastination. And then you watch the first video and it's like, well, if you want to stop procrastinating, you got to remove the distractions. You got to, start writing down your goals. You got to do a serotonin detox, dopamine detox. You got to, yada, 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 yada. And then you're like, yeah, cool. And then
All kind of detox.
the what?
All kind of detox. All kind of
All
everything.
kinds of detox. You gotta detox everything. You
Productivity,
stop everything.
organization.
You gotta disconnect. You gotta stop your life. You got everything. This is some important stuff going on here. Watch out. And then you're like, cool, that sounds great. And then you finish the video, and then like on the side there, on the sidebar, it's like, I don't know, like how to stay more focused. And you're like, oh yeah, sweet. I want to learn how to be more focused. And then you click on it again. And then you're like, oh, how to be more focused? Yeah, just, you got to remove distractions. You got to, it's basically saying the same thing that the last video just said, but you're still like, it's a different guy, or it's like the same guy, but it's saying the same thing, like slightly differently. And you're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And you're getting all pumped and you're like, motivated. You're like, motivation. And then you feel like super good afterwards. You watch these videos, you're like, yeah, I'm going to go and I'm going to conquer life. And life is going to give me a bunch of lemons and I'm going to do so much lemonade with that. And it's going to be so amazing, And then you're going to be, but then what's happening is that, are you doing anything? Like, is anything actually happening? Or are you just watching videos? And this is kind of like, this is something that like, I've found myself getting stuck in a lot, but it's a bit dubious because, what is the purpose of it? It is to improve yourself, so you're watching these videos and you feel like you're getting a lot of value, and you are. There's a lot of value to be found in self-help too, but it's kind of like the easy way of making yourself feel like you're doing something, because you feel like by watching this, which watching something is a very passive activity, so you're relaxed, you're taking in information, so you're in a state of general relaxation until you've watched like 4 hours of video. Then I start to like get really, really weird eyes and start to look like I'm on crack or something, and it's like 2 a.m. and I still haven't done anything with my life, and I'm on like the 20th video or something. Yeah.
So basically,
yeah,
it's this. Well, I mean, at least one of the dangers, because then there's another one I want to talk about. But definitely, the one we are talking about now is the danger of getting hooked to just consuming and not producing everything. Yeah. And not, like, it's actually, you get informed that it's like, yeah, you feel achievements for every video you watch. You feel like, yeah, I achieved something, because actually you have achieved something. You have more information, which is good. Then the problem is, if you don't apply it, it will never be useful for you.
No.
yeah, so you can really get addicted to just consuming and not producing and not applying. That's
Hmm.
one thing. And also that happens, and that's something also the video says. It happens also because a lot of the people that profit from the self-help industry, not everyone there, of course, there are really good people inside, but a lot of them want you to get hooked, to be always in need of something else. So they don't want you to feel satisfied and
Yeah,
like
of course.
completely happy. So it's like to feel happy, you need this, and then to feel, oh,
Yeah,
and then you need this, and then you need this, and it's like, okay, when I will feel happy, when I will be successful,
because
productive.
you can't sell something to someone that's just content with their life, sitting there, just playing the flute on a mountain. It doesn't make sense. The things that some self-help people will say is just, just like they're basically pulling on that side of you that's feeling lack. It's like, but I'm not enough this. Maybe if I had bigger muscles, or maybe if I had bigger brain, if only I knew my fifth language, then I would be cool. Uh,
And pick up hotter girls.
yes, yes, yeah, pick up the hottest girl, like this sort of thing. Yeah,
Learn
man.
a special type of meditation and like new
Happiness.
affirmations and like
Yeah,
new,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. And then, yeah, there's another thing also, which is like within the hustle culture, within all this, like, yeah, having to work to achieve our goals and to apply action, which is actually true.
Hmm.
Also, then we have this risk of doing too much and getting stressed about it and not being happy because we are like all the time
Yeah,
doing and not satisfied from that.
yeah, and that's another thing too. Is you what happens also is that you get these really really high expectations of yourself. You start telling yourself like, yeah, like because some content on the internet or in books and stuff will lead you to believe like, yeah, like I'm capable of making $1 million business if I want to. I just have to work hard and hustle and go at it, and then I'll just become this master of sales and or whatever, and then I will just become the king of the world. And then like, and all these books are kind of saying this to everyone, and so everyone starts thinking like, we can all be kings of the world. And it's like, well, if we're gonna go on that system, there's only so many kings that can happen, and then you start to feel like you're less of a person if you don't achieve these high expectations of yourself. Whereas maybe you could just find fulfillment in just having a craft and just doing that as best as you can, and then that's the end of it. Like, and of course, if you are passionate about something, if you really like put your time and your dedication in it, of course something nice will come of it. Whether it's millions of people watching you or if it's just a classroom filled with 10 people that just admire you, that are getting so much enjoyment from your energy and your knowledge. I mean, both things can come
And even
from energy.
even the experience itself for oneself. Like for me, with this thing with the podcast, for example, in Spanish and now in English as well, it's
Yeah,
like I'm learning to enjoy the process, to enjoy the experience despite the result. The results. Maybe I'm not getting what I would like to. Maybe like I would love to a lot of people to be watching, but like that's affecting me less and less. And it's beautiful because the more I enjoy it, also the more I'm able to share from a better
mm,
point inside of myself.
yeah,
So probably that will bring more results, but it even doesn't matter, of course, because I'm also taking care of my. I mean, if my finances would depend only on this, of course, then I would be maybe suffering a little bit more. But also, I'm doing another things on the side to make sure that I'm getting the money I need.
yeah. And
Um,
what's also nice about it is that you're active. We're all always passive, like just consuming content. And if we just start like creating our own content, and it's like we're being active on our own. Not it's a good feeling. I mean, I also like consuming. I mean, of course, everyone likes consuming. I'm sure you guys like to consume some stuff out there, but consuming
who
is not always
doesn't?
good. Like as
Yeah, I mean, we are all, inevitably we are all consumers.
we're
That's
all
by
consumers,
default
of
we are
course,
consumers. The thing
inevitably.
is how the thing is how we consume, and
Yeah,
also if we produce, also it's how we produce.
yeah,
and how we reproduce as well. But that's another
Oh
subject.
yeah, yeah, exactly. That's yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a matter of doing things, and that's what I want to talk about in this podcast and also in my podcast in Spanish, right? Like how to do things in a better way, in a way that is
Yeah.
more satisfying for oneself, not only in the short term, but especially in the long run, in the long term,
Mm-hmm.
and at the same time, in a way that is good for others. The way I consume and the way I produce. I want
Mm-hmm.
to produce
Mm-hmm.
content. I don't want to get money from people from people that need their money. I don't want people that don't have money to even donate money to me. I want only people that
No,
have money to give me
there's rich
money. I want
people. You know who you
yeah,
are,
or
people.
yeah, like if someone reaches to hearing this and you like it, you want to give us
You
some
like
money,
it?
feel free
Keep
to
it
contact
alive.
us.
That's your function. Yeah, I like it, man.
Yeah, but all this thing of like, for example, within the self-help world, like I really don't want to make any money from people promising things and stuff. It's just like I want to share information that I really consider that it's super valuable and that I know it's super valuable because it's been valuable for me and for you and for many other people.
Yeah,
And then share all this information and also the good vibes, and then whoever wants to give some money to us, I mean, it's completely welcome. We are open the doors for that to come.
yeah, but yeah, of course. I like what you're saying. Uh, it's all very good. We also can't forget that money is also important. But it's
Yeah,
right now it doesn't matter. But it's like because if you want to keep things going like this, sometimes you have to find a way to make money in an ethical way. And I think that's what we would be talking about is how to do things like making money and this sort of thing in a better way.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and there are so many different ways of doing it. The thing is,
Exactly.
so, I mean, of course, sometimes the limit is a little bit in between. For example, we with RSD that we love RSD so much, but then this pushing so hard in the marketing of like wanting to like you need this. Actually, in the marketing themselves, they're saying like they make you feel you need this in order to achieve all that, and therefore you will be happy.
It's
I
kind of
would
weird.
love to. It's like
Yeah,
I don't know. I prefer a much more relaxed way of
yeah,
more not so much pushing, but more pulling.
yeah,
Naturally. Not even pulling. It's just like
yeah,
I don't know, letting
yeah.
things come.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. For me, it's dubious, because it's like we say like, oh, it sucks that RSD has to be so pushy sometimes, and because they have such great information, like I've gotten so much value off of people like Tyler Julian and all these other guys.
Mac.
Yeah, Max, I've gotten so much value off these people. And then it's like, I feel like, well, would they even be here giving me this value if they weren't so pushy? So it gets weird because, you think like, oh, because they were pushy, then I got to hear this information and it was kind of good. And they were able to build their business in a sort of meaningful way where they were able to reach a lot of people. But at the same time, it's like, it's hard to know, like, where's the limit? Like, can you let people know that they don't need this? Like, can you let them know that they don't need this information in order to carry on?
Of course, and I think actually in
Also
the
good.
long run, it's better not only because of the people itself, but I think I mean, especially because of that. I think it's completely possible.
Mm.
This YouTuber Matt Diavela. Remember
Yeah,
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 this
yeah,
guy is like, he's super chill. He talks in such a chill way,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just beautiful content and just amazing value.
Uh-huh.
And that's it. I mean, of course, then he makes money from affiliates and patterns and
It's
stuff.
good
But
money too.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
for me more like an inspiration of the
yeah.
business
That
guys
guy's
out
really
there.
cool. Yeah. What's you know what what's another guy I really like? Gary V. You know Gary V?
Hmm.
Yeah, he's also a guy
Yeah.
that he talks very honestly. He talks about like this whole like entrepreneurship type stuff and everything. But then he also talks about like, hey, like you don't need to be like this super crushing person. Like you gotta you can also be like just a guy or a girl that's just really loves what they do and they maybe make like 30,000-40,000 euros a year and they just can live off that and be happy. It doesn't have to be like this huge thing. Like
Yeah.
there's no need for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest problems that we have as humanity is that we tend to follow other advices even when they don't fit our natural call. If we have this natural
Yeah,
call, we have this,
I know.
like, there's one part of us that wants, like, it's like, I really feel like exploring this area or going this way or this other way. And then we have people giving us advice that some of it is inside, and then it's awesome to apply it, but some of it, it's outside even from that. And then we get distracted, and then it's like, why did I take this path? And it's like, and a lot of times it's because of a lot of marketing as well.
Yeah, it's crazy how much we follow each other as a human race, and it's crazy how linked we really are, And I think it goes as far as to say, like, even everything that you believe and you think right now, the direction that you think that you're taking in your life right now, that you're, like, for example, I want to be some sort of a musician that makes electronic music and does these cool, like, say trippy beats, and everything like that, Damn, but why do I want to do that? Why, like, why? Well, it's maybe because, I was exposed to that as I grew up, like, it's something that maybe, like, out of the blue, maybe one day I was walking by a store and I was maybe like 5 years old with like an ice cream or something, and like on the stereo I heard and I was just sitting there like, yeah, and all of a sudden that just kickstarts into like, oh, maybe I want to, do that. That's what I want to do. Or for instance, you could say, like, if you like what I'm saying right now and you think I'm a pretty cool guy, you might start thinking like, hey, I kind of want some long hair, like maybe if I have long hair, like maybe if I get some long hair, I'll be cool or something. That's why I have long hair. I swear to God, that's why I have long hair. I always said, like, I was like, anyway, like, I got long hair. Like, I always wanted long hair, but well, not always. Let's say it started when I was like 15 or 16, and I remember being like, dude, it's so weird. I keep meeting all these cool guys, and I keep meeting these like sweet dudes that I keep having these crazy, amazing experiences and conversations with. And I don't know why they all seem to have long hair,
Long hair.
And then I started thinking like, oh, dude, maybe I gotta get long hair, and then I'll start being cool, Like,
yeah, I feel so personally offended right now.
Yeah.
So offended.
I mean, it's not exclusive. I'm saying, like,
of course not. Of course not. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I used to have long hair, so that's why I'm cool.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, but see, that's the thing. See, the people that I would connect with a lot. I mean, of course, it's not exclusive. This is just a pattern that I noticed. It's like either they had long hair or they had long hair in the past. Like I would hang out with them, and then after, like, I remember one, like for you, for instance, like I hung out with you for like 3 months, and then you show me a picture of you in the past when you had long hair, and I'm like, what's happening? Like, what is this?
Yeah. Well, I think there is a correlation. I could explain a theory about that. I mean, it would make a lot of, of course, because I mean, men, we're talking about men, of course. I mean, because girls also all the time have long hair. But I think part of being a cool person is daring to be different, daring to be yourself, and exploring new and different things that we are than the conventional ones. So if most men have short hair, and then in a society, men that have long hair are people that are experimenting different things, and they don't care about what other people think and stuff.
Yeah, that's another reason. Yeah, that's like
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, of course. I remember having these thoughts myself too, being like, you know what? Guys with long hair, they really embody like the ultimate masculine trait, because having long hair really means that you do what you want and you are living life by your own rules that you've written down in your own book, And so there's about to be a really big tractor coming by here. Hold up, check it out.
No, but we don't have so much noise. I think it's... Oh, that's pretty fucking big, yeah.
Dude! Holy shit! And here's a small. Yeah, wave at me, guys. I am in the middle of nowhere right now, dude. I got my cows, and I got my tractors, And that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, man. I wish
good.
I could be there with you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's actually pretty nice
So
here.
yeah, we
Kind of
will
lovely.
tell another part of our story.
Yeah.
We were living together with Julian and his girlfriend and another friend of us. And then I had to come back here. It was very sad. I abandoned Julian.
Dude, I can't believe you went back, man. I really, oh my gosh. You should have stayed,
Yeah.
man. It's great.
It was a big decision because,
It's a
of
big
course,
decision.
I'm now with my family. I'm happy to be here with my family, and also, if it wasn't because of coming back here, maybe we wouldn't be doing this podcast.
It's
I
true.
don't know, maybe. But
Maybe.
I'm definitely doing more of my projects, and this is one of
It's
them.
good.
So,
Yeah. Very
so
good.
that's a good thing.
I'm proud of you for that. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So it's been half an hour so far.
Half an hour.
We're in the middle of the show.
We are in the middle. Dude, we should have like an intermission, like a little, like is this the point where we show an ad? What are we selling? What are we selling right now?
Well, I mean, I think so far we don't have anything. Maybe we can just sell some, like, I don't know, what do you want to sell?
Hold on, I got something. Anybody would like some grass? I will send you some grass from here to wherever in the world.
Wait,
Freshly
it's grass from the Netherlands and from spring in the Netherlands.
It's
It's like
from
it
the
smells
Netherlands,
beautifully,
okay?
probably.
It's from the Netherlands, and I sell it at about, let's say, €5 a gram, okay? So you can also like, yeah, I don't know how much that is in dollars or whatever, or in
Yeah,
pesos, but
no one
I
would buy
will
it here in
send it to you.
Argentina
So
except rich people.
if you are interested in some fresh Dutch grass, okay, I can get you some grass. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, like when we start having more people, or yeah, we one thing that we actually can I mean, it's not selling, but we can be sponsored by Audible because of this.
Sponsored by Audible.
Yeah, because of the affiliate link of Audible, people
Yeah.
can get like these 2 free audiobooks, which is amazing, and then
Uh-huh.
we get €5 for each person, even if they don't spend any money. So
Sure.
that's good.
And then we can recommend a list of like 10 or 15 self-help books, This way you can really go down your fresh new self-help addiction brought to you by these two young boys.
Yeah, we should get people hooked to
We
our
should be
podcast and our products.
hooked on our products.
Yeah,
That's
and our podcast. They should only listen to us, but they shouldn't do
exactly.
anything about what we do and what we recommend.
And we should really make them feel like if they're not listening to us, they are missing out, dude. We're really gonna hit those FOMO buttons, We're gonna be like,
Yeah.
you don't watch us, you're nothing, basically, because we're basically, everyone else is lying, and we're the holders of the truth. We're the two gatekeepers here, We
The
got the truth.
gatekeepers.
We got the truth. If you just wait till the end of the video, and we will provide you with the great and ultimate truth about
Yeah.
how to be okay with yourself.
But only in the end. Until the end, we don't say anything.
Yeah, it's only to the end, and and we'll have a special deal on that too.
So I want to say that to people watching, that we don't have many people watching, but whoever is watching, I want to let you know that you can make any question you want. Of course, the chat is open,
Yeah,
so
awesome.
we will be reading questions on comments
Actually, I'm
at any
interested.
time.
What
Yeah,
do
and
you?
then of course, if someone is watching this in the future, also they can comment on YouTube and Facebook and everything.
I have a question for anyone that's watching right now. I don't know if I'll get an answer, but like, what are you feeling? What do you think of this? What's happening? Like, what's up with you guys? Like, why are you listening to us right
Someone
now?
here?
Who are you?
Yeah, you can tell us, or you can tell us. Come on, don't be afraid.
We'll just
I know that there's people. I mean, we only have 2 people now in Instagram, and I don't have the number in Facebook and YouTube, but
Oh, dude, we're so popular. Oh my gosh.
we're so popular, man.
Honestly, dude,
And
if there's one person listening, I'm already happy, dude. It could be my mother. I swear. Like, well, maybe not my mother, actually. I don't know. Maybe she liked this. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so tell me, Mauro, why did you decide to get a beard?
Um, I'm a very practical person. I love this balance. Actually, I think this is a beautiful topic. Of course, we are already
Right.
going
Yeah.
off topic from the main topic. But I like this. I like this concept. Like
I think it's
for
the
our
same topic.
episodes, I think we should have like this central topic. We talk mostly about it, and then we can just like talk about whatever the fuck
Yeah,
we want.
yeah, right, right. Hmm.
Thank you. We have a comment saying "Be happy."
Aw. Oh,
Um, yeah,
so nice
so
to hear
sweet.
from someone.
Yeah, it's a close friend.
Thank you, Anna Zate.
It's zeta, man. It's like the
Zeta.
letter in Spanish, zit. In
Oh,
Spanish, is zeta.
Zeta. Okay. Ah, nice,
Zeta.
sweet. Yeah. Oh, I
Zeta.
appreciate you, Anna Zeta. You you seem like a sweet person. Oh, ja, 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 ja. Mao, si te pones tan
Si te
cerca
pones
de
tan
mí.
cerca, da miedo. I'm
Yeah,
listening
yeah, yeah.
to you guys while I'm doing a home office paja work, which is like a very boring work.
Nice,
Yeah,
dude.
we're gonna have like a Spanglish
I like
speaking
it. I like it.
community. It's pretty
Yeah,
interesting.
let's do the Spanglish thing. You can be the Spanglish guys. Actually, I like that word. It's like Spanglish. It sounds
Spanglish.
like spanking, like we're gonna give you a Spanglish today. Yeah,
Yeah, that would attract a lot of people trying to learn Spanish and English. That's
yeah,
interesting too.
of course. Yeah, why do you have a beard, man? Why did you decide to get a beard?
Oh
You,
yeah, I think that's yeah, it's a very interesting thing. I think I'm a very practical person, so I like to find balance between aesthetics and things in like the worldly things in general and practicity.
Mhm,
So having short hair for me it's super practical. I
mhm.
like long hair, but it's not
Yeah,
that practical,
yeah, true,
uncomfortable.
true.
And the same with the beard, it's like if I'm all the time like taking out my beard, I mean that's fucking ridiculous. Why would we do that? Like,
I don't know, man.
the-
Well, I'll tell you why. Because, like, for instance, for me, if I just let my beard grow, it's like, I get really bad patches. Like, it's like it'll grow like here, and then like
yeah,
here.
I know you. I know your beard already.
Oh, it's horrible. Oh, I
It's
can't do
not.
like a
It's not
goatee.
that bad, man.
I can do a goatee or like a thing, but it's like a full beard doesn't really
Look
work.
at me, man. I have like one beard, one-sided beard, and then the other one is super patchy. So
Wow, man.
I don't know. I prefer practicality. Of course, I also like aesthetics, but until a certain point. And actually, I like myself more with some beard than with no
Uh-huh.
beard. Actually, the other day I watched a video about this, about why about beard and like what do we prefer
Hmm.
and stuff. And apparently, like the most attractive thing regarding beards for women, for most women, is a short beard. And then also it has a positive, like also for other men, men with long beards, that's not so attractive to women, but it gives so much status to other men.
Oh my
It's like
God, dude.
there's
Yes,
something like biological
true.
there.
True. I think the long beard, like the big, like the bigger the beard, the wiser the guy seems, It's like you really feel like you're talking to Gandalf or something, Or like it seems like every guru has like a beard because I think it might be like unconsciously because it's unattractive, like maybe a little bit less unattractive to women. It would maybe like show to other guys that you're like more wise because you've like transcended the like desire to like have women to the point where you don't even care anymore, to where you just like, I'm just gonna let my beard grow because like I don't need to kiss anybody anymore. Like I just,
I
like
don't know. It's
I
it's
think there
it's
could be something there. It's like I don't know, like it's like
there's
the
something
older.
about it's like the long beard is also about something of being old because like more years
Yeah,
biologically, like more years, then it's
yeah.
more wisdom,
Oh
more
my
life
God.
experience.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure Owen from RSD,
Yeah, of
he already knows all this, and that's the reason maybe he
course, of
has a long beard,
course.
probably.
That's exact. Of course, dude, I see what he's doing. He's trying to pull like the whole like, like guru thing. Like, I don't know. I mean, I love the guy. He's so amazing, but it's so
Yeah,
obvious
yeah.
what he's trying to do. It's like he's pulling the whole like, I'm I'm the father of all you men. Like, I was like, like I bestow wisdom upon all you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, I would
man.
like to see him with a staff. It'd be nice to see him with a staff. Wouldn't that be good? Like, if he had a staff and he would just be sitting there like, look at your life. Is that what you want? Is this
With
what you
with
want out of your
with
life?
your staff? You mean with what
With
do
a
you mean?
staff. You know what a staff is? It's like a stick, like Gandalf, with the beard and everything. And then he's,
Ah.
he's like, what do you think this is? Is this the life you want? Is this what you want, or is this what they want? Now listen to what
Yeah.
I have to say. Yeah, yeah. Love that guy, man.
Yeah, man. I really enjoy the RSD content, and actually, like maybe we can share this in some RSD group or anything.
RSD is really amazing. Yeah, I mean, RSD is really amazing, but just know that you don't need them to be fulfilled, but they do have a lot of good content. They have a lot
And
of
for
good,
free, like they have a lot of free content. I would
yeah, a
just
lot of free
recommend people
content.
to watch their free content, especially guys.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Um,
And they did change my life a little bit, for
yeah,
sure.
definitely, man.
Hmm.
Definitely, they have helped me a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we can come back a little bit to this self-help thing. So self-help itself, it's definitely not a bad thing. All this also self-development, it has different names, right? Personal development.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff out there, and actually this podcast is part of it in a way. Uh, and I hope it's good. I don't know. We will see. But definitely the thing is not like because actually this is the bad thing. Like because of the fact that there's bullshit in it and like people doing non-ethical marketing and getting people hooked and everything. That also pushes some people from self-help or even people that get
Of
into
course.
self-help and then they say like fuck this shit and then they just continue with
Yeah.
other stuff.
It's
But actually, like if like deepest if it's self-help, if it's real, also it will help you to not be addicted and to feel satisfied with your life with whatever you have now, and then from there keep moving on from satisfaction.
you want to move on. Like, I mean, the real
No, I mean
question is
in
what do you
whatever.
want?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. It's like
exactly. Like, but that's the thing. It's like if you're doing whatever you're doing in life from a place of lack, then I don't know. Like, I don't know if you should keep doing that because it's like you're doing it because you hate yourself basically, and then no amount of doing is going to get you to be okay with yourself. You got to be okay with yourself, and then do things out of creativity and love and passion and just and this sort of thing. I mean, I don't know. That's at least that's what I'm feeling right now. This and also I don't know.
yeah,
I think this whole self help thing, like really why it feels good is just because like we're giving off energy right now. So like right here, right now you're talking, we're talking to each other, and other people are listening to us, and they're getting a certain energy off of us. They're getting a certain like you know. And it feels good to hear things happening, to hear things evolve, and to see people that are doing stuff, not necessarily going anywhere, but just talking about stuff. Just, it feels good, and I think that's good. A certain amount of that in your life is ultimately going to be great, like if that's what you enjoy.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I think it's both aspects. What I try to do in my content, like of course I'm really like just a beginner in it. But I want to what I want to do, and what I feel that I sometimes can do, and especially in person, what we can do, no, like having shared so much with you, I think we both uh, raised each other a lot, and we get to this point in which we are like having really good vibes, and people are loving those good vibes, and on top of that, we are talking about stuff that is valuable or not. Like, of course, we can also just talk about bullshit, which is fun.
It depends.
Oh,
I mean, like, yeah, it depends. Yeah, you decide what's valuable. I mean,
so
uh,
someone in Facebook says that they can't listen to you. They only can listen to me for some reason. So I don't know. We will see.
damn, dude, that is an epic
Yeah.
fail. Though. Let's
So
see.
whoever is in Facebook, you can go to Instagram And then next week we will make sure that also Julian is the sound is on also on
Yeah,
Facebook and stuff.
maybe it's something. I mean, I don't know if someone else is on Facebook that can also verify this, because maybe it's just this
No,
said.
no, I think it makes sense because when you got off Instagram, I also couldn't listen to you from the computer, so
Oh, okay,
something going
gotcha.
on there.
Okay, gotcha. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Sorry, we got off it. Um, yeah, but also this thing of doing from a place of satisfaction and from creativity and stuff. Also, it's in a way I've been discovering, at least for me, it's a little bit tricky because sometimes it's like, for example, this podcast or the online store that I'm creating, for the ecological products and everything.
Yeah.
Um, I thought about it from a place that I was feeling good. So the idea was like was born inside of me in a moment that I was in a good state and everything. But
Hmm.
then when I'm working on it and creating it, I'm not feeling like that good all the time because I don't know, it's weird how I don't know if it's necessary. I think it's necessary up to a certain point until you learn to work in a peaceful way. But I think meanwhile I'm inevitably going through moments of stress and like frustration and not feeling and like wanting the results right now. And
Hmm.
I think that's in a way it's a little bit inevitable. And actually, I think I've been keeping myself away from all these projects of myself of creating them because I was looking for a way that I could do that all the time in a or most of the time
Yeah. Yeah.
in a good state.
That's a trap. Yeah. It's also a
And,
trap.
and now and now it's like, okay, I'm just gonna fucking do it, and it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if I feel bad in the middle. It's part of the process, And it's like I feel that I'm now more capable of dealing with more stress and also like more open to receive like negative
Yeah.
emotions
Yeah.
of like from the process. But it's like there's one part of me all the time knowing, okay, this is part of the process. It's okay. At
Oh,
least
of
like I
course.
prefer a thousandth time to be trying and feeling bad
Hmm.
rather than just not even be trying.
Of course.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I don't know.
Yeah. I
That's it.
mean,
That's super interesting.
it is. I mean, because I could see like any craft that you decide to adopt in your life, of course, this stuff comes up. You always, have moments where you feel like you don't want to get out of bed in the morning or something like that, or like maybe, you're just not enjoying what you're doing right now. But being part of the process, you still have to do it. And I see it kind of like a meditation. This is what I've been thinking the past week. Is like it's kind of like a meditation, like when you go and you do Vipassana and you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to sit there and I'm not going to move for 10 days. I'm just going to sit there with my thoughts and see what happens. It's the same thing when you do something, like when you do a craft or whatnot. You you decide like, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to get from point A to point B, and on this process, on this process of getting from point A to point B, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening, a lot of emotions, a lot of different, uh, you know, uh, episodes, so to say. But you know that the whole entire package is something that you kind of desire, and it's something that you would like to put your love into. And so when you go and you sit there for meditation, whenever you feel like some dark emotions coming up, like do you see a lot of people at Vipassana, like when they're doing the meditation, that like after one day they start feeling some dark emotions, they're like, no, I'm done with this, and they just get up and then like they stop, and then just run away. I mean, I'm sure it happens, but the point is not to do that. The point is to sit there for 10 days, no matter what kind of feelings and thoughts happen. Your job is to sit there and observe what's happening. And so it's like you can bring that idea into your life, that you're here to choose a process, and the process is just content. It could be like, writing a book, or writing a song, or going to decide to build a huge business or something. It's all just like content. It's just stuff. But I think the most spiritual part of the process is to be there with it, and to observe it, and to be aware of what's going on, and also part of awareness is also, being wary that, what you're doing is right also. So it's kind of like there's two sides of a coin there. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, man, it's the yin and the yang. It's like this
Yeah.
balance between feeling satisfied where we are, but also it's inevitable to not feel satisfied and to want more, but
Mm.
also feels it's like accepting and being satisfied even
Yeah.
with that lack. It's like all this equanimity thing. In Vipassana, there's a concept that is so strong, which is equanimity. So it's like non-reactivity, just like accepting whatever is happening in the present moment. And that, when I was doing the Vipassana courses, at one point I completely understood, okay, so I also have to accept when I'm not accepting. Also, that's part of acceptance. It's just like, now I accept that there is no acceptance. Now I accept that there is rejection or
Yeah, yeah,
attachment.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man, beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, we're throwing a lot of nice content, I think.
A lot
It's
of
beautiful.
little gold nuggets, This kind of thing, You listen to our podcast, it's like these little vegan nuggets, There's like these little vegan nuggets, and you're like, no, no. Oh, I'm gonna chop. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that, Oh, I've heard that before, but I like hearing it again, Or
Yeah, and
like,
then we have to get people hooked to this.
yeah, exactly. So we gotta make some really tasty vegan nuggets, and we're just gonna drop them into our speech here,
Yeah, man. So someone else is saying on Facebook where you can listen to us. I can't reply now, but I will let them know afterwards about the problem.
Oh my
So,
God.
yeah. So having to account people, this is the first episode we make. Like this is the first
Yeah,
episode I do with someone else online.
yeah.
So sorry about these audio problems. I hope next week we can fix it. I think we will be able to. At
Of
the
course.
beginning of the episode, I think it was working. But also, you will be able to listen to it in Instagram and YouTube, and yeah, I will upload it afterwards, even Spotify
Yeah.
and other platforms.
hmm You're you can listen to us on any addiction of your choice. Generally like
Yeah,
YouTube better. It's like longer episodes of addiction, but
yeah, we should
just
do an episode on addictions in general, maybe, or addictions to social media and
I'm
stuff.
so addicted to YouTube, man. I am so addicted to YouTube. But I mean, at least the rationalization I tell myself is like, at least I'm not addicted to Facebook or Instagram anymore, because that really felt like it was hurting my brain like super hard sometimes. I mean, because it's
Yeah.
like it's the fact with like, I mean, I'm saying like, okay, like I have feelings. I have feelings towards social media. Sometimes it freaks me out. It's like a bit weird. It's like I feel like I'm getting mined, like I'm getting exploited for my attention. But the worst thing with like Instagram and Facebook that I feel is that when I'm scrolling and I'm consuming content for like 5 to maybe 20 seconds at a time, and then go into something else, and then go into something
Yeah, it's
else, and
fucking up your attention.
something else. And your attention span has become what is your attention span? If that's what you do all day, what are you training your attention to do? You're training your attention to have just that 5 to 20 seconds of attention. You can see it with some people that really like go way hard on the whole like Instagram thing. Like I've met some, like, okay, we're gonna use a stereotype here of like Instagram girls or something, and it's like you're talking to them, and it's like literally like you'll be in the middle of you saying something, they'll get distracted and be like, what, or maybe it's because I'm boring or something. I don't know, but it's just like like
Yeah.
and then it's just the distraction level is just off the roof, man. And I felt that in my life. When I was using a lot of like, social media, I just felt like, wow, my brain hurts right now. And for some reason, I can't sit and watch a movie anymore without like getting distracted within 15 minutes or something, being like, oh, yeah, oh, go check my phone, see, oh, yeah, that thing, you know, I
Yeah,
can't even
I
watch a
think
full movie.
it's
It's a
definitely a good
problem, man.
topic for another episode,
Yeah,
right?
it's another topic. Just yeah, it's like
No, no, but I
it's
like
like,
to interact. Like in my last episode in Spanish, so I was interacting to the next one in Spanish. I'm gonna actually talk about drugs and like my experience with
wow,
drugs and everything.
wow.
Maybe we can also do that together sometime if you want.
Wonderful right
We'll
there,
see.
man. Yeah,
We'll
I don't
see.
know. I mean, of course, man. That's
I
a
think
good
it's a
topic.
very topic. It's a topic that has to be spoken more. It's like a taboo topic that
Yeah,
needs
of
to
course,
be
man.
spoken more
Why does it have to be
in a
so
healthy
taboo? That's
way.
what's creating all the problems, man. That's
Exactly.
yeah, because people can't talk about it, so everyone's got to be sitting there hidden. So I mean, like, how are you gonna talk about your problems if you're not allowed? I mean, because you're gonna get
Yeah.
it's horrible. Oh my gosh, I just realized there's like a scratch on my camera here. So like, you see that? You see that on my face? Like,
No, no.
there
Uh,
you go.
no, it's not a scratch, man. It's the sun.
Oh, wow, dude, amazing. I love it.
Oh
Wait, it's
wait,
not.
that thing behind you is? Oh no, that's a. Oh, it's not the sun. It's a
Sun.
light.
You confuse that with the sun?
Dude,
Yeah, I was
your
about to say,
head
what?
was there.
The sun is
But look,
about to disappear right now.
but I mean, your head was covering the rest of the thing.
Yeah,
So I thought it was your.
yeah.
Maybe I was thinking maybe it's the moon. I don't know. That's a pretty
Maybe,
shiny moon, bro.
maybe weird.
So yeah, now that we mentioned drugs, some people may think we are now high or something. So I want to be clear. Now we are not high. We are just like naturally high a lot of the time, especially when we are together.
Do we have time for one more topic? Because I have something to say about that,
We actually
Like,
have like 4 minutes, and then Instagram will say like 20 seconds remaining, and 25, and then yeah, and then we will have to stop.
dude, so many rules, man. Why can't they just
But
let us speak for like 4 hours if we wanted to, man?
well, I think if we get like famous, then we get access to that. But I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
Yeah,
okay, so we have
but
to be some kind of special person, like we're gonna be like, oh, we're providing some sort of I don't know.
yeah, but in the other platform we can live stream us up to 4 hours, I think. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, we have 4 minutes remaining. What is it that you wanted to say?
We have 4 minutes remaining. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I've had moments in my life, like at least for me, I felt like people always thought that I was on drugs, even when I wasn't. Like when I didn't do any sort of drug until I was like
Yeah,
17 or 18, I didn't even smoke weed or like, maybe I had like one night where I drank like a whole bottle of wine. It was really stupid, but like, like, but like generally I was like very sober and I was very against drugs too. I was always like, going around and shaming people for doing drugs and like getting really angry at my friends because it's like, why do you do that? Like, oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like,
It was a little bit the same with me. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And then really, really angry at people that did drugs, and
Oh,
but
27 seconds remaining from Instagram.
yeah, but people always thought I was on drugs just because I don't know. I was really enjoying my life those times, like I was just really like, and people get confused by that. They're like, what? Why is he so happy? What?
10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay, well,